Afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Solo ReacTalk. This afternoon, I'm going to be reacting to The End and the Death 3, The Last Stand of Dusk, voiceover part 6, made on the DQVO YouTube channel, requested by AnthraxCrab2222. Yes, I'm continuing on with my DQVO marathon. And if you guys want to check out my previous reaction to the other Warhammer 40k content created by DQVO, remember that the reaction playlist card is going to be at the top right here. And yeah, let us start with The Last Stand of Dusk. Calcultus Dusk. Am I saying his name right? 3, 2, 1, go.
Horus Lupercal speaks his name.
Dusk. Preconsul K. Cultus Dusk.
K. Cultus.
He seems amused.
Again, you interrupt and speak out of turn. My father and I have matters to conclude, and a legacy to discuss. And you, little soldier, have no place in that.
You have every right to be here, Calcultus Dusk. This is your space too. Don't let Horus Lupercal push you out. You are here to defend your lord.
I defy you, says Caecaltus in a cold, clear voice. The Imperium defies you.
With what?
The Lupercal asks.
With spear and bolter. What else is there?
Caecaltus stands his ground. He aims the glinting paragon spear at the monster facing him. He keeps his back to his king, stricken on the profane throne behind him. He places himself between wounded father and murderous son. But he knows the monster's right. He's shivering, almost shaking with pain.
Oh, I thought you were going to say shivering with fear. I'm like, since when? A custodian with fear? But if it's with pain, it's understandable.
Weak. His refractors have failed. Even at his peak, he would not have been sufficient for this fight. He has nothing. Nothing at all.
No, you have everything. Remember, it is your duty to protect your emperor, and you are going to buy time for him to recuperate. You're going to buy time for Leto to, take out those black rods out of the emperor. Yeah, it might seem like it's nothing, but your contribution is vital. Keep him busy.
Leto reaches the row of primitive thrones and cowers in their shadows. They are ugly things, crudely and inexpertly hewn from stone. The angles of the structures, the backs, the seats, the arms, seem wrong and unnatural, like the room itself, so dark and quiet and forlorn. Whispers seem to crease the air, but the vault of death is empty, and they are so alone. Just him, the master of mankind, and the beast of all beasts. And the Heteron Preconsul. The custodian, Dusk, has appeared from somewhere, alive after all. But he has doomed himself. The idiot has stepped into the open and is trying to confront Horus. He's standing in the Lupercal's path, trying to stare him down. That's just madness. But what else can the man do, Leto thinks. What else did I think I was going to do? Face this impossible monster? Throw myself in front of the Emperor to protect him? Die instantly?
There's other things you can do, Leto.
It's all futile. They've got nothing. Leto, the insanely brave preconsul, the lunar wolf Loken, if he's still alive, they're just men. They're just specks, outclassed, outgunned, helpless in the face of this. It's a miracle that any of them have survived this long. This is a warp war, This is a clash of higher powers, of cosmic properties far above and beyond any mortal limits. This is a once-in-a-civilization event. And the three of them who came here with the Master of Mankind are inconsequential.
You are not inconsequential, Litu. You are not. You are the support. Don't underestimate your contributions. All three of you. It's important. It's vital.
Insignificant. They're mere microbes. Just dust carried on the heel of events. They're lucky to even be present as bystanders. They're not meant to be here. There's no place in this for them, no role to play.
You make your role. You make your place. Why do you have to ask others to be in this place? Why do you have to fear to be in this place? You put yourself in there. You do what you can.
Litu wonders how they're even alive. The inhuman nature of this place, the warping concentration of immaterial force, should make it impossible for them to exist in this environment. They should no more be standing here than on the surface of a neutron star, or at the heart of a supernova, or any other hyper-hostile location in the galaxy where human life simply cannot exist.
Yeah, well, lucky for you guys, the Chaos Gods, the demons, and Horus, all of their attention is squared on the anathema. That's all they can think about. So, yes, like as you're saying, Litu, you think that you're bacteria, you're nothing, you're specks of dust. They think of you the same way. Luckily, that would be to your advantage. Meaning you can do what you need to do in order to help the Emperor in whatever necessary fashion, and then you can get out of the way while the Emperor returns to fighting Horus. That's your job. It's not glitz and glamour. It's not the most powerful role in this fight, but it's your job. Do it.
They all should have perished the instant they arrived. For there is nowhere more hyper-hostile to mortal life than this court. For them to be here, even as onlookers, there must be some force or property in the court that sustains human organics and prevents them from being annihilated by the immaterial concentration. Perhaps, thinks Litu, that's Horus. Whatever human relic of the first found still exists in the core of that dark horror, it must be essential. It must need to exist for Horus to maintain his form as the personified instrument of chaos. They are still alive, Litu and the pre-consul, merely as a consequence of Horus's need to maintain his human essence. Is that a weakness?
Yes, it is a weakness that can be exploited. But not by you guys, but by the Emperor. And he is going to exploit it.
Flaw they can exploit? A weakness, perhaps, but beyond the means of Litu or Kekaltus to leverage.
Yes.
Such exploitation would take a better man, a greater being, someone who functions at the Lupercal's level of cosmic proficiency. Litu is just a space marine. This is not a fight he was built to undertake, and he has no chance in this arena. But he has the fierce tactical insights of any Astartes. Kekaltus Dusk has, for a second or two, distracted the attention of the Lupercal. He has used the only weapon he has left, courage. Litu can stand with him and die with him, or he can use that distraction and attempt to free the only being who might have a chance to stop the first found.
That's it, Litu.
Litu slips along the towering line of thrones, darting from shadow to shadow, and reaches the Emperor. The Master of Mankind looks dead, his great form desecrated and limp, glazed with gore. his eyes closed. He has been staked to the stone seat with strange 5-pointed stars that look as though they are made of molten iron. Litu tries to pull one of them free. It is stuck fast through the Emperor's right thigh, and it burns Litu's hand to touch it, despite his armored gauntlets. Litu takes mourn it all and attempts to use the blade as a lever instead. The Emperor does not stir. With a snarl of supreme effort, Litu yanks the first pentacle free. It clatters aside to the deck like a ring of heated steel, and cold, thick blood oozes sickly from the wound it has left. Frantically, Litu starts to prise at the star impaling the left thigh. There's no time. Kaltus's defiance of the War Master will be over in another second. "You have been tricked, Horus Lupercal," says Kaltus Dusk. His spear trembles in his hands.
"Get out of my way,"
the War Master rumbles.
I think you need some cough syrup. Horus, you need cough syrup, man.
"I refuse," replies the Heteron. "By his will."
"He has no will left. It's a wonder you're even standing. Get out of my way."
"No," says Kaltus. Horus doesn't need his permission. Horus can step on and through him effortlessly, but the crowd around them is enjoying this moment of cruel sport.
So what? You will play to the crowd? Like a jester? Horus, is that what you are? A jester? Some god you are.
Kaltus can hear them baying and whooping. This agonizing torture of a doomed mortal soul, drawn out. The chance to hear it make its futile pleas. The chance to hear it appeal with that ridiculously human quality called hope. To a pity that does not exist. The chance to drink in its sincerity and cherish its bravery, and then savor the sweet burst of pain at the end, when it realizes such properties have no currency. Kaltus can see the War Master trying to hide his smile and maintain a solemn timbre in his voice. He is playing to the crowd, a sly wink. "You have been tricked, my son," says Kaltus Dusk. The War Master's gaze abruptly switches back to him. It is suddenly intense.
"What did you say?"
He said what he said. You heard him. You have been tricked, my son. Who do you think is talking to you? Saying that he has no will. He's here.
"I said, you have been tricked," repeats Kaltus. His arms are quivering. He does not know how much longer he can hold the spear up or remain on his feet. "Chaos puppets you. The old four don't need you to be the new emperor. They do not even comprehend such mortal concerns.
Exactly.
They merely need you to kill the old one, to stop the ascension of mankind. You..." The Talon rises and points at him.
"You said, my son. The voice you speak with is not yours."
"It is the only voice I have ever known," says Kaltus Dusk. "It is the only voice I speak with, and the only voice I hear. I am my own voice, Horus first found. Listen to it, my distant son. You have been tricked."
"The only voice I hear is the voice of the deceiver,"
replies Horus.
It's as if you forget that the custodians are an extension of the Emperor. Horus. Whatever they are saying is the very same things that the Emperor would say.
And erases Caecaltus Dusk where he stands. The beam of bloodlight burns from the great eye on the War Master's breastplate for 5 or 6 seconds, engulfing the Preconsul entirely. Then the glare of it fades.
You did well, Caecaltus. You did very well.
Leto hears the shriek of vile light incinerate the Heteron behind him. He feels the backwash of heat. He has wrenched the second pentacle out and cast it aside, freeing the other thigh. He climbs onto the edge of the throne seat to reach the third star that's driven through the Emperor's shoulder.
Quickly!
The great figure is bent forward, his head bowed. Blood strings from his split lips and his nose and mats the long black hair that hangs like a curtain around his face. His left arm is shockingly stripped to the bone from the shoulder.
You can imagine the pain from that. Oh gosh.
Sleeve of flesh and crumpled armor bunched around his wrist. All life seems extinct, as absent as it was in the lifeless corpse of his angel son. The third pentacle is the only thing holding him upright in the blasphemous throne. Leto, his hands cut and bloody from his efforts, starts to draw the third star out. It will not move. Wake up! Leto hisses as he pulls and strains. Wake up, Emperor! Wake up, great Lord! You must wake up now. Wake and rise before it is too late. Your demon son is almost upon you. He tries to use Mourn It All as a lever again, hooking it through the hot iron form of the pentacle. He exerts so much force that a shard of the sword blade breaks from a small crack near the hilt. Wake! Leto yells. Wake! Erda sent me to you. She would want you to stand. She needs you to stand. Mourn It All's blade begins to bend under the stress. The Preconsul's Paragon Spear, smoking and superheated, clatters to the floor of the court. Caecaltus Dusk is still standing.
Oh!
His plate is glowing almost red hot from the energy it has been exposed to, and Caecaltus's flesh is blistered and raw. The upper layers of skin cooked off, but he is still standing, and he is alive. The Lupercal's eyes narrow into a deep frown. The crowd is silent.
Not possible,
He murmurs.
by his will alone.
Caecaltus slurs through the cracked and swollen lips. For a moment, the War Master seems to blanch slightly, as though he has come face to face at long last with something he does not understand. Then he sees the mark on the breastplate of the swaying custodian, a crude sigil that looks as though it has been daubed with a finger, and has only become visible now the armor has been superheated.
Sigil magic. The very same magic that you despise, Horus. It has its usefulness. It has its, advantages. And clearly you still don't respect this type of magic.
The sigil glows.
Sigillite magic.
Horus snaps contemptuously. He starts to recite the Preconsul's name, which he stole from the very air when they were first face to face. He starts to recite all of it, all of the 610 parts of it that are micro-etched inside Caecaltus's armor.
Caecaltus Dusk, Onatvite, Albius Salme Levantine, Sarcosal Cusco, Barbieri, Guillory, Casabone.
20 names in, Caecaltus starts to sway wildly, as though he is about to fall. But he keeps his feet. The eye on the War Master's chest blasts again. A more
Ave Imperator.
concentrated, sustained beam of bloodlight that he allows to stream a great deal longer than the first. No ancient sigil craft can withstand it this time. Caught in the blinding beam of energy, Kekaltus Dusk shudders, buckles, and then blows apart in a spray of golden fragments. The scraps of auramite, molten hot and smouldering, scatter across the deck. The largest intact piece, the heavy Aquilon breastplate, crashes to the ground. Nothing organic survives.
Yet again, DQVO is using exquisite music from Scott Barkley. This is Balefire, if I'm not mistaken. Very good music. And it suits with what has just happened here to Kekaltus. Yeah, wow. It's good.
Wake up! Leto barks. He hears the awful shriek of another burst of energy behind him. Flakes of hot ash billow back across him, the throne, and the Emperor. The third pentacle is beginning to edge free, but it will not come out. The Emperor's blood is all over his hands, his arms, and his chest. Erda sent me! Erda bids you stand, and... He's in mid-air, suddenly. Legs swinging, his torso compressed by a terrible pressure. The first found monster has reached him. It has seized him in its damn talon and plucked him off the throne. The bladed claws are closed around his body. Horus holds him up, examining him like some puzzling specimen.
What are you?
The War Master rumbles up at him, struggling helplessly against the vice of the talon. Leto gazes down into the bloodlit face below him. Now he knows fear.
No name to find.
Horus muses.
No blood to match. Just a number.
He is the first.
LE2. But you spoke a name. Erda. Did she send you here? Did she think she could intervene in this?
She will... Leto gasps.
She will nothing.
Horus responds.
She is dead. The Apostle Erebus told me how he had killed her out in that desert place. Her blood is cold, Space Marine, and you have failed in every duty you were asked to perform.
Leto's murmur of anguish draws laughter from the crowd. Horus shakes his head, and then tosses Leto away with a flick of his talon.
The demons are having a party here. They are having a party. Oh my gosh.
He doesn't bother to look where the legionary falls. Leto lands on his back, hundreds of meters away. He is dazed with concussion, and all sound is flat and muffled. Everything is dulled and numb except his grief. He opens his eyes. He can see nothing except an enclosing darkness. He can't move. He begins to make out shapes around him. A high white arch overhead, made of smooth alabaster. A sheer wall to his right faced in gleaming metal. There is a smell. It's a smell like nothing he's ever known. It is rich and cloying and unlike any smell in material creation. The unique stink of the deep void. Seared meat, hot metal, and melter fumes. The fragrance of madness. The odor of perdition. The smell is suffocating. His focus resolves. The shapes around him unblur. The wall of metal is not a wall of metal. It is the side of an axe blade rested on its edge. The blade is as tall as a mountain precipice. The arch is not an alabaster arch, it is the curve of a moon-white claw, like that of a raptor, curled up from a scaled toe and over onto its tip. He is lying beneath it, because the curve of that claw is 1 kilometer high. It belongs to something. There are things around him, things so impossibly vast he can only see parts of them.
The Chaos Gods.
The parts nearest to the ground where they loom over him. He has fallen in among them, like a discarded bone from a feast table. He is lying in their midst at their feet. There are 4 of them. One turns its head, 1,000 kilometers above him, and peers down at him with glazed indifference. There's not even any point screaming. Greetings, one and all. If you enjoyed that, you can support me on my Patreon, Discord, Redbubble, or with a channel membership, or simply like, comment, and subscribe to catch any future DQVO videos. And as always, my thanks for watching.
Ooh, wow. Cultus, Dusk. Wow. The End and the Death 3, The Last Stand of Dusk, voiceover part 6, made on the DQVO YouTube channel and requested by Anthrax Crab 2222. Yeah, by his will alone, Calcuttus Dusk, fought against Horus until the bitter end, being burnt by, the powers that Horus wields. And yeah, that sigil magic should never be underestimated. But still, clearly, he's going to underestimate it. And I suspect that the Emperor is still also going to be using sigil magic here and there against Horus. But yeah, Calcuttus really tried his best. Like I said before, you guys are all support. Even if it means that you should die, it is all in the purpose of giving the Emperor more time to recuperate, time to formulate plans, time to get up from whatever position he's in and try to fight against Horus again. So yeah, you guys are going to be paying the ultimate sacrifice. Litu, yeah, I'm sorry, man, what happened to Erda. Erebus, that SOB, the Hand of Destiny, he really did kill her, which I was also quite surprised about, because she's a very powerful psyker. It was just very sad when I saw, well, I didn't see that happen, but I heard that from another YouTube video. Who was it again? Who made it? Oh no. I watched it on an Erebus focused video. I'm just trying to remember the YouTuber who made it again. Oh no. What's his name? How can I forget? How can I forget? Oh my gosh. What's his name? 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 The Amber King, yes. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, I haven't watched any of the Amber King's videos for some time now. But yes, the Amber King. He made a video based on Erebus, the Hand of Destiny, and that's where I got the information from about the demise of Erda at the hands of Erebus. And yeah, it was sad what happened to her. But hopefully you will get out from this traumatic situation that you're experiencing and continue to help the Emperor, because the fight is not over. Horus is still here, and the Emperor is still going to need your help. He's still going to need Loken's help. And yeah, you guys just gotta brave it out and keep on fighting until maybe your death might be necessary as well. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Now guys, remember, if you want to check out the original video as well as DQVO's YouTube channel, the links are going to be in the description below. And if you want to check out my previous reactions to other Warhammer 40k content created by DQVO, remember that the playlist card is going to be at the top right here. You'll see the box for it here. And then the next video is going to be shown, no, this side. This side. Let me just check. It'll be part 7. Let's see, part 7. Where is it? There you are. Part 7. The End and the Death 3. The Emperor's Last Gasps. That will be next in part 7. Right. Yeah, guys. Remember, if you like my reaction, give it a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Click on the notification bell if you want to be up to date with my latest videos. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Part 7.